So what we want to do is, personality is personality, and that's personality. But
For
when we're
better or for worse.
exactly, yes. But, we definitely want our kiddos to persevere and things like that. And that's great. And reading is not the only place that you'd be able to teach those sort of skills. And so we might want to teach those skills in areas that are of things that are actually important to them, that matter, for them in particular, not necessarily what matters to us when we're teaching skills like that. But when it comes to reading, if it's already hard and they're not interested in it, trying to teach perseverance can seem more like negative reinforcement.
Yeah.
And then we know that negative reinforcement doesn't really take things where we'd like them to go.
And it's hard. That's a hard thing to teach your kids, right? I think but it's so this is one thing that I've been doing with my son, right? Cuz my son he's not used to things not necessarily coming easy to him. In school he's just kind of like always just done what he needs to do and things are easy-ish. And then when it comes to physical stuff, he loves ninja. He loves doing ninja obstacle courses and swinging and hanging and all the things that American Ninja Warrior does. And for Christmas, he got one of those like bars that go like on the door frame that he can do pull-ups in. And he got it for Christmas and we put it up on January 1st. I was like, okay, now I want to take a video of you doing a pull-up. And he's like, but Mom, I can't do a pull-up. I said, no, not yet, but I want to see you try. I want to get that on video because this is January 1st. Let's see it. And then we did it again a month later. And then 2 weeks later, after his second like try, he got it. And I was like, oh, we can video it. And we got to see like where he started, where he was midway, and where he is when he got to his goal. And I think that can be really helpful. Like one thing that we do in Built to Read is that like we have the parents time how many or like track how many pages their child can read in a given time frame, and then they do it again after they've done some exercises, and then they do it again after they've done more exercises, so that they have like a benchmark to be able to like keep track and see their own progress. So maybe having some sort of like way to show you've been working hard and this is why it's paying off. I think that can take us a far way.
Definitely. Yeah. And that goes into that motivation piece there.
Exactly.
And so I think that the conclusion really is that if your kiddo is struggling with reading, the first place to start is with their eyes, because we need to make sure that they're tracking appropriately, that they're able to make things and keep them clear when they're looking up close for as long as they need to look up close. They're using the two eyes together. They're not seeing double. And then once all of that is functioning appropriately, then we can see if there's anything going on processing wise. But prior to that, if they don't have the mechanical skills, then trying to get them to excel off of that really is either a test of perseverance and endurance and compensatory abilities.
Yep.
Because what we want to know is what they can actually do, not what they can figure out.
Exactly. So call your local behavioral optometrist